In this video, I'm going to tell you the difference between boy and girl guinea pigs. I'm also going to tell you the different behaviours that they have, so that if you ever have the opportunity to choose between a pair of girls or a pair of boys, that you know what to do with them and which one to choose. G'day guys, I'm AJ. The first thing I'm going to do is tell you what guinea pigs are like in the wild. Guinea pigs are technically called cavies, especially in the wild they're called this. Boy guinea pigs are called boars, female guinea pigs are called sows, and the little baby guinea pigs are called pups. There is only one big dominant boar in a herd. He will be the leader, the one who looks out, and the one who mates with all of the sows. He is the one who marks the territory. He marks his territory by rubbing his butt across the land that he owns. He is very territorial, and if guinea pigs not from his herd come into his herd, then he will do anything to state this is his herd and this land, and normally the guinea pig will retreat or the male themselves will be the retreater. It depends on what stage the herd is at. So in a herd, a boar's main role is to be a leader, to look out for the females, to protect them, and to be their mate. He will want to be the father of every single pup he knows, and if he knows that other males are interfering with this, then he will immediately want to challenge them, or if they are bigger and stronger than him, then he might want to back off depending on his character. But all male guinea pigs do have a natural desire to mate with sows. Sows' main job in the herd is to be a mum. Most of the time, they'll either be mating, pregnant, or looking after their young. They could be doing all three, who knows? It's pretty crazy for the life of a sow, as they're always busy, looking after their young, feeding their young, having their young in their tummy. Sows normally have smaller roles than boars in a herd, and because of that, they can be more shy and more timid, and they will be looked at as insignificant if they die. So they will really run if something bad happens, but they will also really want to protect their pups. Sows love being in a herd. They have always been in a herd, and they just love company. It is their job to look after their pups and other guinea pigs' pups. If there is any reason for them to be separated from the herd, then it would be because of danger. So their herd makes them feel safe and comfortable. Pups don't always last long, especially if they are males. The females will hopefully grow up to become big, strong females and become the new mums, and their mums will become the grandmas of the herd. But most of the time, these little pups are looked at as easy targets for predators, so not all of them will last very long. This is why sows have to be so protective of their pups. It is their job to protect them and tell them when to run and hide and teach them how to be a guinea pig. Now that I've told you about guinea pigs in the wild, it's time to tell you about how that applies to their life as domesticated guinea pigs. Now I'm going to tell you how to tell the difference between a male guinea pig and a female guinea pig, but I'm only going to tell you the difference between the adults, as the babies are too hard right now without examples, but you can see videos about that in the description down below, or just search it up on YouTube. The best way to tell the difference between male and female guinea pigs is by looking at their grind. Although males are typically bigger than females, it's not always the best thing to rely on, as there can be big females and small males. So in order to really know, you will need to flip the guinea pig over safely and carefully and gently. He or she may kick a little bit. If it is a male, he will have a big grind. It'll be a bit circular than a female's one, and will have a line leading up to the penis. The line is the anus. The penis will look like a small dot. That is because it is. The penis will look very small because it is contracted, and it will only come out when the male is mating. The male will also have two little dots, which are nipples, but they will be very small, and he will have a lot of fur on his tummy, unlike the female, who has a little less fur around the breasts. If you feel around his anus, you will find his testicle and scrotums. These are two little round bumps around it. This is how you know that there is a male. This is a male. Females will not have the testicle and scrotums at all. For the female as well, you need to flip over. They will most likely kick a little bit more than the males, as they are sensitive around that bit, especially if they are pregnant. They will be very sensitive. Their breasts, and you will see that less fur is around them. You will also see that their groin is much smaller. Theirs will be the shape of a V, with the vola at the top and little arm as the anus. Other than the fact that male guinea pigs are typically bigger than females, their looks should not be anywhere near the same. Guinea pigs can be any colour you can imagine. Guinea pigs can be blonde, white, albino, black, brown, cream coloured, caramel coloured, ginger coloured. They can be all sorts of colours, but it does not depend on whether or not they are male or female. There is no way of truly telling until you look at their grind. Now it is time to tell you the common differences between a domestic boar and a domestic sow. Domestic boars normally defend themselves by biting, while females will defend themselves by biting as well. They will, if they are just a little bit annoyed, especially if it's with another male, especially if it's with a male and they're trying to mate with her, they may spray pee. But they can also do this when they have food that they don't want other guinea pigs to have, but they don't normally do it to predators. Although females can nip as well if they get pretty cross with or annoyed with another guinea pig. Although normally a guinea pig will just flee when it is in true danger. When a male guinea pig wants to mate, it will make a deep purring noise that will sound like this. Female guinea pigs do not make this noise, and physically cannot, although they do make similar noises when they are relaxed, telling themselves that they are okay, or when they are very annoyed at something, but they are not the same noise. Typically, male guinea pigs will be much more territorial than female guinea pigs, as they are usually the leader of a herd. If you have multiple guinea pigs that are multiple sexes, then the male will most likely be the one who wants to lead the rest of the herd. Although I do not recommend this unless you know what you're doing when it comes to breeding, or unless the male is desexed. Males are known for doing this thing called rumpelstrutting, which is basically rubbing their butt across the ground, saying that this is their ground, or trying to attract a female guinea pig by rubbing. Female guinea pigs, of course, do not do this to attract males. They simply do it to show that they are the boss and that this is their land, but they do not do it as much as males. They have picked it up off males after seeing them do it, and once they become the leader of a herd. Females can very well be a leader of a herd, especially if females are the only ones in the herd. Normally it is the biggest that'll be the leader, but it can just be the most demanding and the one who wants to be the leader the most. Most male guinea pigs are typically territorial, but female guinea pigs can sometimes just be territorial because it is their character, and guinea pigs that are very territorial may not be able to live with other guinea pigs and may have to be separated Although this is sad for them and it is hard, it can happen. Although this is very rare, and please do not separate your guinea pigs unless you are sure that there is no other way for them to be happy. If males meet females and there is more than one male, then the males will most likely fight to get to the female. They both have a big desire to mate with the female and to have their genes passed on. Sometimes a male may back down and understand that it is the other male's role, or not be as willing, or accept that the other male is the leader. But sometimes in a domestic situation there is nowhere for him to go, and the other male just ends up killing him or seriously injuring him. So if you see two males fighting, then please separate them, and do not put two males near a female guinea pig at the same time. Also, if they meet a female guinea pig but one time, this may happen as well, as they will smell the female and will think that they will be able to see it again. Because males are normally the least vulnerable in a herd, males are typically known to be a little bit more eager than females and a little bit more protective. Females can also be very protective, but in a different way. They can be protective of their herd, when males can just be protective of everything, including the females. They will sit their heads over the females and over whatever it is, while the females will go under whatever they're scared of, just like they would with, and so will their pups if they are scared. Male guinea pigs, I find, also smell a lot. They are bigger, hairier, and they smell worse, although it is not significant unless you pick them each up, and then you can smell the difference. Although this is not significant from a distance, I can definitely tell when I pick my male and female guinea pigs up. Male guinea pigs are typically neater with their poo and wee than females. They use some of it to mark their scent, and it smells like a particular smell. Male guinea pigs will want to poo in a particular corner. Female guinea pigs will also naturally want to do this, but male guinea pigs typically do it more consistently in the same corner. Males are typically more fussy than females. They will move around objects if they are in their way, when female guinea pigs will only do so if they are scared. I do not believe that boars should be with pups until they are over 3 weeks old. It may happen that they may not know their own strength and may hump the baby and break their back or their neck, and may seriously hurt, injure, or injure the baby, even accidentally kill them. But you must know that unless he was particularly territorial or that one of them was introduced to a female, he did not mean to harm the baby. This may also happen to other guinea pigs if the male is particularly territorial. Males typically hump each other because they have no one else to hump, and it is the natural thing for them to do. It is not because they believe that humping each other will make each other pregnant, or because they are homosexual or anything like that. It is simply a natural thing that they do. They also do it among each other to create dominance, and females can also do it when they are assisting dominance as well. They will chase each other around and hump each other. So although humping may happen more in males, especially since males can argue more about who should be the dominant one, females can hump too, especially when they are deciding who will be dominant. They may also just do it as playing, or as simple arguing, although this normally happens with males and not females. If you do see your guinea pigs humping, make sure they have a big space so that you know, and just know that they are arguing. Although if one guinea pig is smaller than the other, make sure that they have space and watch them carefully. If it seems to be a bit too violent, then you may need to separate the two. Male guinea pigs typically seem to pancake more than female guinea pigs. They also seem to relax more when a human is patting them. Often, a male guinea pig will make a content purring sound when you pat him. He will then flatten his body to show that he is truly relaxed and that he feels safe. Females can also spread out their bodies like a pancake. This action is called pancaking, but males are more likely to do it and are seen more often doing it. These are all the differences between females and males. If you could choose between a pair of boars and a pair of sows, which would you choose? Personally, I would choose females, as they get along easier, but some others choose males as they are typically neater. Please tell me in the comments if you know any fun facts about guinea pigs and their sows and females difference. Tell me about all your experiences and what advice you would give a future you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!